Hey everybody, this is Alpha0 at your service. I'm going to do a review on a new episode of Soukyuu no Fafner dead Aggressor Exodus, which in other cases could be probably the second season or part 2 of it, you know. Anyways, this episode right here seems to have very important points. Now, I don't remember much about Soukyuu no Fafner. I did tell you a long time ago, it's been a month already, that I kind of like marathon the first season and its movie, and I don't remember much since I couldn't really have time to think about it, just watch it and understand it, you know. But overall, this episode seemed to have some important points for me to maybe talk about so far, you know. Now, correct me if I'm wrong or if I mess up anything else, okay? Like I know, like maybe the other reviews I was not good at reviewing the series, and I'll admit to that. The reason being is because I just started it and watched season 1 around January 2015 along with its movie, you know. So besides all that, let's just get started. Okay, at the beginning, of course, we have to it that we have our people such as Tomi, Maya, and the others are being transferred to a certain island in other cases, you know. And so far to it that after being transferred to an island or something, there is on some kind of Aggressor base, which would be the Shinagara area or something, somewhere where this thing called the mirror is located at, and Mirror can communicate with it, you know. But another thing I'd like to mention is that the core of the place where Kazuki and Soshi are living on the island at right now has also awakened, and she calls in for a meeting, telling to get Kazuki going and get to this meeting whatsoever. So far to it, we do see a scene where there's this strange old boy with big old alien eyes whatsoever, which is to my surprise. I'm like, what the heck is that? However, they explain like these things are like ghosts or something, or some kind of type that I'm not too familiar with, or not that, but they do not harm humans. They just haunt around the mirror or something. I'm thinking in my mind, oh boy, looks like we have some other troubling cases. In other words, huh? And of course, Miwa, the young girl or child of Yumiko and Michio, if I remember correctly, pretty much had a communication with the mirror for a bit. But she couldn't get any further than that since she was little, which really sucked, you know, and other cases. But before anything else happened entirely, she was engraved or almost got crystallized or something. And I go like, well, that's most likely to happen for some reason. As for the core itself, which was called Tsubaki, she ends up explaining to everyone that Miwa and the others are in danger, and she asks Soshi and Kazuki to put their lives on the line to go and protect them all. She says that you guys are not fighting for peace, but for an unknown hope. That's why you kept fighting. And she doesn't oppose them fighting, that's for sure. She mentions that. But as for Kazuki and Soshi, they are going to start piloting these mechs again. I'm not really sure what happened exactly, but all I know is like if they pilot again, something bad is going to happen to them. I don't know, certain death maybe, but they were actually prepared for that from the very beginning, and therefore it's all set in stone. Right now, the Festum is on the move to attack once more, which really stinks, because right now, like I'm guessing the core is mentioning like this is the danger, what's going on with Miwa and the others right now. As for Soshi talking to Kanon, I believe her name is Kanon, which she's trying to stop Kazuki from going on the mech right now. But Kazuki says he made his decision. He wants to do something with his life with it, you know, and he does thank Kanon for it, and she ends up saying, you end up shattering my heart without letting me say a word or something. I go like, well, why didn't you say it anyways when you had the chance earlier back then? Well, life's life, you know. Sometimes you just don't have enough mentality or guts to say something. Well, it just depends on the person itself. Anyways, as the episode progresses, it goes with the Festum on the attack and move as always, and right now Miwa is in danger, saying that her arms and legs is starting to hurt. And as for Miwa's mother, like, yeah. The Festum on the move, starting to attack everything in sight, and right now Soshi and Kazuki are pretty much going to be on the move as well. So, yeah, and it ends there. And the next new episode is going to be called, I think, the Battle for a New Dimension, or Battle in a New Dimension, whatever. Now, I gotta say, the points that I've been focusing on was probably Miwa contacting or communicating with the mirror that's on the base where the mirror is at. The core and making a meeting and mentioning about this unknown hoe and trying to go, and right now mentioning that Miwa and the others are in danger. Pretty much those are two important points to me that I've been focusing on lately. But the third thing that's been also an important point to me was that Soshi and Kazuki might be in danger if they pilot a mech again. Well, I have a lot more points, such as like the little boy that seems to be some kind of ghost whatsoever that I'm not too familiar with, etc. Many more to come, but I think there was like maybe about like 2 points that seem to be I focused on a lot, but yeah. So anyways, this was a nice episode, you know. I mean, it had some nice info here and there, but if anything else, I'm just gonna end it here, people. Expect maybe another review or so, maybe coming up before then. But if not, then maybe I'll see you guys tomorrow morning, hopefully early morning, because lately there's been a series that has been coming out every time I get to bed early or something. So expect that one up maybe in the morning or maybe tonight, depending if it gets subbed out or not, because right now there's a lot of Raws going on. So I'll end it here, people. I'm Alpha Zero. Have a good day, and I'll see you guys later, alright? Peace out. Bye-bye.